Alright, I'll talk about Blaze. Fucking shit, man. I was gonna do a review about her anyway, but everybody in the comments were complaining about it, so I had no choice. So, Blaze the Cat. Blaze the Cat is a character that I really wanted for Sega to actually do more with their character. They absolutely do not do shit with their character for the majority of the Sonic titles anymore. The character has so much potential. She's a pyrokinetic kicking ass cat. She's adorable. She's a character that people could relate a lot, especially me because I was antisocial too, so I understand Blaze a lot. Yes, for the majority of introverts, they understand Blaze the Cat. During the time where Sega wasn't really writing a lot of female characters, there was Blaze the Cat, and Blaze the Cat was just different than the other girls. She wasn't quirky, she wasn't shy, she wasn't flirty, she was antisocial, and she did not give a fuck about anything. She took her job seriously as a guardian for the Soul Emeralds. That's what I'm saying, that she was different than the other girls. Her and Rouge are like one of my favorite Sonic female characters. But Blaze is a character that I understand because she was picked on for having pyrokinetic abilities and she became antisocial because of that. And honestly, I could relate because as somebody who was picked on for being short, and I became antisocial because of that. She's not only like a pyrokinetic kicking ass princess, she's actually the guardian of the Soul Emeralds. She's a good friend to Silver. She has a little crush on Sonic. I think that's adorable. And she's actually a very good potential character. But Sega, knowing how they are, they really don't do shit with their characters. And Blaze, she has so much potential. She could have her own game series, but Sega, they really don't want to do anything with their character. The only characters they want to focus on is Shadow and Sonic. And I understand why people were mad when I made that poll. So I did the possible to make a video about Blaze the Cat because Blaze the Cat was next on my list. So going back to Blaze the Cat, I think she's a really good character that has a lot of potential. And I'm tired of Sega just throwing every other character on the sidelines as well. It's mostly like Sonic 06 and Sonic and the Black Knight where she actually comes out. And she actually does something in those two games. But then the other games come out and she doesn't even do shit for the majority of those games. She couldn't come out in Sonic Forces. They had to put her in the IDW comics for her to have a purpose and to help out with the army. I appreciate what they're doing with the IDW comics, but then again, they don't really do such a good job. And I understand that she's from another dimension, but why can't she have her own series? She could have her own series. She could have her own rival. She could have her own story, her own villains. Just focus on Blaze. I mean, if they could come up stories with Sonic, why can't they come up with stories with Blaze? Because if you're going to write a character like this that has a lot of potential, she has a very cool character design, and she's just there to be on the sidelines without really doing anything, what the fuck was the point of having her created in the first place? And I know some of you are going to disagree with me saying, yeah, what is there more to say about Blaze? Well, what is there more to say about Shadow? They keep coming up with stories for Shadow, but they don't come up with stories for Blaze or Silver. Even Metal Sonic could become a potential character, but that's for like another video. But let's focus on Blaze. I think I'm getting off subject. But yes, what I'm saying is that Blaze actually needs her own game series. She is a very adorable character, and she's a cat. She's a cat. Cats are adorable. Everybody loves cats. Except for the people that don't like cats. Like, come on, Sega. If you need somebody to write the stories for Blaze the Cat, I'm right here. I have a story for her. She hasn't done anything since Sonic and the Black Knight. She doesn't do shit anymore in the mainline titles of the games. She only does the IDW comics, and in the IDW comics, she hardly even does anything either. She was there in the beginning of the IDW comics to stop Metal Sonic and help with the team, and she goes in her super form, and that's something I like. But then, like, later on, she doesn't really do anything. Sonic is there in her homeworld, and the only reason why she's there is to, send them off back to his world, and that's it. That's the last time we see Blaze. And then there's the part with her and Surge, and they're fighting, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. But then, nothing. That's it. They just forget about her. I mean, how do you think, like, Blaze the Cat fans feel about this? I feel like shit, because one of my favorite characters, she doesn't do anything anymore. She's a character that takes herself seriously, which I like. I mean, there's other female Sonic characters that do the same thing now, but Blaze was the original I do not give a fuck mentality character that I appreciated so much. And she's a fast playing character like Sonic. She has a cool design. What is there more to say about Blaze the Cat? She has potential. She's the only female character that has a super form. So yeah, that says a lot about her. Because you don't see the other Sonic female characters going super. It's just Blaze. And she's an extremely strong character that could probably defeat Shadow, Silver, or Sonic. I'm sure the majority of you would agree with me, but Sega does not hear about this and that and, our opinions about these characters. They only care about Sonic or Shadow because they're the most popular ones. So that's all I have to say about Blaze the Cat. And I appreciate you watching.